Hi guys, this is Ashley back with a new video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications, and we got a lot to discuss. So it looks like Young Money is just switching up on Nicki Minaj. Okay, right before her album Pink Friday 2 drops. So Champagne Thickums, as we know, removed Nicki off his album after announcing that they were doing a collaboration. And Nicki also mentioned that, Champagne Thickums, unfortunately, he has not handed in his verse for Pink Friday 2 yet. Hopefully he changes his mind, but, it looks like pre-orders are already out for the vinyl. Now, Birman said this about Nicki Minaj and Kanye and Kanye's accusations that Cardi B is an industry plant.
Kanye West, the old documentary of Kanye West dropped, and Kanye West said that Atlantic Records put Cardi B as an industry plant to compete with Nicki Minaj. Do you think that was a thing, or?
I ain't see that, F0R, and I don't really pass judgment on other people's things. Nah, that's not my thing. And no disrespect to nobody, just not my thing. I never saw it, and if I did see it, I would never pass judgment on that because I don't believe in downplaying people in the music industry in no kind of way. Because if you in this shit, you know how fucking hard it is. If you in this shit, you know how real it is. If you in this shit, you know that niggas die in this shit.
What is Birdman talking about? Like, he didn't even really answer the question. He was like, if you in this ish, people die in this ish. Now, maybe he didn't want to talk bad about Cardi B and Off the Cheat because of Takeoff. Because he did mention, people dying in this ish. But I don't really believe Birdman didn't see anything of the industry trying to push Nicki Minaj out and put Cardi B in Nicki Minaj's spot. Okay, I don't believe he didn't see any of that. I think that he just don't want to diss Cardi B. Maybe he's cool with Cardi B, like Champagne Thickums. Champagne Thickums is cool with Cardi B and Off the Cheat. Maybe he not cool with Nicki Minaj no more. Okay, because I feel like, Birdman, like I said on my podcast, he was very quick to stick up for Champagne Thickums when Joe Budden said that he needs to hang out with people his own age and stop, hanging out with Kai Cenat, who's 21, 22, even though Champagne Thickums smashes girls allegedly younger, so it wouldn't make a difference. But, when academics, Joe Budden, Charlamagne the God, Ebro, and several other men come against Nicki Minaj in the industry, he's quiet, he's mute. So I feel like, Birdman, he might not really mess with Nicki as much as he used to. And he has a closer relationship with Champagne Thickums, okay? And also, Birdman had Lil Wayne and possibly Champagne Thickums kissing him in the mouth. If you go on Google, you'll see pictures of him kissing Wayne in the mouth. Nicki never kissed Birdman in the mouth. I'm sure she didn't want to touch them crusty lips, nasty ass grill. So, that could be another reason why he's giving her the cold shoulder. Now, moving on to Doja Badu, The Town Is Dead is #1 on the Payola Hot 100 yet again. I believe it's his third week at #1. Congratulations to Doja Badu. I don't think that she deserves any #1s. The Town Is Dead is not that great of a record. Scarlet, to me, is mid. I only like one song, Agora Hills. Agora Hills deserves The Town Is Dead success, in my opinion. Agora Hills, to me, is a hit. The Town Is Dead is not. And I feel like Agora Hills deserves that type of success. But it don't seem like it's getting that. I find it very interesting that Doja Cat only got one hit song on this album. Like, nobody else cares about any of the singles that she's pushing. Not Agora Hills, not Demons, not Detention. But then I remembered, RCA The Colorist might not be able to afford to give Doja a lot of payola, being that she only did 6K in pure sales, and she couldn't even do 100K first week. Her payola might be only for one song. Now, moving on to the South African singer Tyla, who has the hit song Water, which has been trending on TikTok. She debuted at number 67 on the Payola Hot 100, and she wants Nicki Minaj and Rihanna to be on the remix. Now, somebody put a Rihanna AI version out, and it sounds decent. I can see Rihanna on the song. I also think Tems is a good person to be on this type of record. I wouldn't mind Tems on the remix. I definitely wouldn't mind Nicki Minaj. But I think that newer artists definitely have to be careful when it comes to having bigger artists on their song. Because a lot of times, a lot of these younger artists, they don't have their own fan base, especially when it comes to the female artists. A lot of these newer artists, they rely on the older artists' fan base and they try to take them. Not saying that's what Tyla's trying to do, but I'm just saying it happens. I mean, look at Ice Spice. Ice Spice had 4 top 10s this year. None of them were solo. We are not talking about Ice Spice musically right now. We're talking about Sexyy Red. Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it real. We're not talking about Ice Spice musically right now. And there's really no shade. But when she does a collaboration, people talk about her. That's not a good thing. You should have your own buzz when you drop your solo song. Like Deli should have went top 20 in my opinion. Because if you can go top 10 with the Chart Obsessed Racist and Nicki Minaj, then you should be able to go top 10 and top 20 by yourself. I believe if you can't chart high by yourself, but you can chart high with A-list artists, then you really don't got your own fan base. You know, Megan, same thing. Megan don't chart high unless, you know, Cardi B, Queen B, or Nicki Minaj is attached to it. Let's just keep it real. Same thing with Scratch Off. So I like Tyla. You know, well, I only like one song. I only know one song by her. But I'm just saying, you know, she might want to be conscious of that. Now, moving on to Scratch Off, the side chick. Okay? Fans are speculating that 21 Average and Scratch Off, or a cover-up for 21 Average secret love affair with Champagne Thickums. That's what the fans are speculating. Now, you may be wondering, why are people saying this? Well, because 21 Average now is a legal citizen. Allegedly, he will be letting go of his baby mama / wife to be with Scratch Off or Champagne Thickums. We don't know. And to celebrate, Champagne Thickums got a statue in Toronto of 21's face on his gate in his mansion in Canada. Okay? So he got a huge statue, and fans are saying, well, why would he do that for only a friend? That's why fans are speculating that Scratch Off is not really with 21 Average on the low. That is actually Champagne Thickums. Or maybe 21 Average could be with both. You know, if he'll cheat on his wife with Scratch Off and she really not all that great, I'm sure he probably busting it wide for Champagne Thickums, because you think about it, Champagne Thickums gave him a #1. You know, without Champagne Thickums, he would be flopping. You know, their album went #1. Champagne Thickums has completely saved his career. So I think he owes more to Champagne Thickums than he does Scratch Off. So I can see him kind of messing with both of them. You know, Scratch Off get him Wednesday, his wife get him Friday, and then for the rest of the days, he belongs to Champagne Thickums. Now, Criminal B tries to use the sympathy train to help push Bozos up the charts because it's been flopping. And here's what she had to say on Station Head. Now, this is from Mob Radio.
It's like, that's the issue with her. You don't stop. You don't stop. You don't stop. Like, you don't stop lying. You don't stop insisting. You don't start talking shit. And it's like, I'm a person with a heart, no matter what, no matter how much you hurt me. And she was making hashtag Cardi Drug Man, Cardi Drug Man. I'm pretty sure that you guys remember that shit. She was the engine to that. to get hit by a bus every single day. I didn't really want to go as hard on her, but you just don't stop. And like it's like since you don't know when to stop, I'm not gonna stop neither. And I could continue for years. I could continue for years and years and years. It doesn't bother my pockets at all. It don't bother my pockets at all.
So that's what Criminal B had to say about Tasha K. Because Tasha K's request to have, the bankruptcy wipe out her debt to Cardi B has failed. Now, what I don't agree with is that Cardi B is saying, oh, I was so depressed and blah, blah, blah. I really don't believe that. I think she's going after Tasha K because Tasha K is a black woman. She can't bully Tasha K, and Tasha K bigs up Nicki Minaj. So that's why she's going hard on her. But I will say this, if Tasha K had just took the videos down and apologized to Cardi B, I don't think Cardi B would have really went crazy with the $4 million and constantly pursuing it. I think it's more the fact that Tasha K keeps trolling her. Okay, so if you keep trolling a person, you're going to have to deal with the consequences, and that's just what it is. Now, moving on to Queen B. Queen B makes history. Queen B has the top 3 highest grossing concerts in history. And it looks like during the Renaissance World Tour, she was making roughly around $20 million a concert. Okay, which is a lot of money. But I think for Queen B, it's well deserved. Queen B is one of the best performers alive. And so it makes sense that she was getting $20 million. Glad it wasn't the chart obsessed racist. She don't deserve it. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how is this, the most in history when we have Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson wasn't getting paid $20 million. What about Janet? Okay, so you mean to tell me Queen B getting paid more than the Jackson sister and brother? I don't know about that. I don't know if that is correct. I don't know if she should be getting paid more than Michael. Okay, that's one thing I don't know about. Janet, I can see her getting paid more than Janet. No shade. And now she's about to make even more money off the tour because she is bringing the tour to theaters December 1st. So she's about to make probably $100 million at the box office. So let me know how you guys feel about that. I will see you guys in the next video. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And have an amazing day.